Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're finally getting back into working on the Evo. I know you guys have been missing content from the Evo because we got this new thing, and we're gonna get started today. I want to do. It's a little bit dark, so it's about 8 o'clock, and it was just too hot today to work in the garage. So what we're gonna be doing is getting the trim ready for a respray. So tonight, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be removing this cowl as well as the wiper blades, and I'm going to be basically respraying that, and then I'm going to attempt to also take this off. And this is a pain in the ass because the whole door has to, basically the whole panel has to come out. So I'm going to be undoing this and removing the mirrors so that I can basically sand down this piece right here. And I gotta look up how to actually remove this, but I'm gonna be removing this, and then tomorrow we're gonna be spraying early in the morning. I'm trying to do it today and tomorrow because we've had a lot of rain, and you obviously don't want to paint when it's raining and humid and all that stuff. And then shortly after that, we'll be redoing the trim right over here, as well as these. So I have that stuff right over there. I'll show you that stuff tomorrow once I pull it out. And then I got the other pieces right over there. But overall, it should clean up the car a lot. We just got this thing repainted, just did a full detail. I still haven't actually driven it on the road. It's been kind of just sitting here for a couple weeks, mainly because of rain. And I want to do everything at once so I don't have to worry about it. So let's get to it. I'm gonna be removing this, and then tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm gonna be spraying it down. All right, guys, welcome back. As you can tell, it is the next morning, and I was able to remove all the pieces and everything. Here is how the car currently sits, and we managed to get the mirrors out as well, obviously. So I want to give you guys some tips on how to remove this cowl. Wasn't able to find clear instructions online or through videos. So here's gonna be my tips for you guys. So first things first, this little piece right over here is gonna be over the cowl. It goes over just like this, and it's gonna be across the whole entire engine bay. So my tip with this is to unclip from the bottom the ones that you can see. So if you can see it and feel it through the bottom, and what I mean by that is, you're gonna notice these little holes, and underneath that's where that clip is gonna be. If you can just press it and push it up, worry about it then. If you can't get to it, there's a couple of them down here. You're not gonna be able to get to it. I believe it's one of these two. You're not gonna be able to get to it. I wouldn't worry about that one. All right, so that's that. And kind of same scenario with these clips right over here. So these clips right there, and as you can see, there's still one there. These basically clip on to right over here and right over there. So same thing with those. Just go ahead and press this one from the bottom and pop it out. And then don't worry about this one, because what you could end up doing is pull the cowl and it'll pull the clip by itself. You may or may not salvage those, but worst case scenario, these are easily, you can get them at a parts store or something like that. So that's my tips for you guys. With the rubber piece, this one, the last one, you can get it once you're able to remove the whole cowl. You could just pull it off, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. As you can tell with the mirrors, got a little clip right over here that unfortunately you cannot remove. Well, you can't get this clip through here, so you got to undo the clip somehow. And then it's the same thing with this. I thought about taking this and kind of bagging it and kind of spraying just the areas that I needed to, but I wanted to do a clean setup with this, so I'm gonna take it over to Rodney's. If you follow the build on the channel, I don't do wires. I just don't like them. Bad experiences. So he's gonna show me. It should be pretty simple, but I just want to make sure, because if you screw this up, I don't know, might end up doing some permanent damage. So I'm gonna be taking this over to Rodney's, and that's currently where we stand. It wasn't too bad. I'm gonna take advantage of the weather today. It's nice and dry, and I'm gonna spray it. So hopefully everything goes well with that. I'll be sanding this stuff down. I already started to do some just to kind of see where it ends up going, and I might be sanding those, and then we'll spray them, and hopefully they come out pretty good. So that's basically where we're at. Also, I will be doing these as well. So stand by for more content. All right, guys, just got back from Rodney's, and it was actually way easier than I thought. So basically, to kind of put it in a nutshell, you use this tool right over here, and you essentially pinch the wires outside of this, and they pop right out. Pretty easy overall. And Rodney was nice enough to let me hold on to that. So after that, obviously you just take these off, and we're gonna be sanding them down. I'm gonna be utilizing some of this 3M, it's like a Scotch-Brite pad. I went with, I wanna say this one is, yeah, in between coats. So hopefully this one works for me. I already tried to use it, as I already told you. And I'm gonna be doing this in the sink to kind of just wash that stuff away, so it just makes it easier for everything. All right, guys, got everything sanded down and rinsed. Just waiting for the stuff to dry off. Let me flip this over. And I ended up using some sandpaper for the little mirror trim. Nothing crazy, it's a 2000 grit, very thin, but I needed it to get all that residue off of this trim. There was a lot of it, actually. As I look at it, there's still some left. I don't know if you guys can see that on the little corner area, but I might hit it again, just in that little crevice. But other than that, everything else is good. So just waiting for this stuff to dry, and then I'll put you on a time lapse. All right, guys, we're ready to paint, and this is what I'll be using for paint. Hopefully this works well on the windshield wipers. We'll see. If not, I'll have to use the traditional black. But this should work pretty well on the plastic pieces. So let's get to it. All right, guys, here we are after 2 coats, and everything looks so good. I'm very, very impressed with how everything came out. Very impressed. It looks like plastic. It doesn't even look like paint. It just looks like refinished plastic. I'm very pleased with the results. I did 2 coats, probably about 3 on the wipers, mainly because a lot of it was faded, and I'm actually pretty impressed with how the wipers came out after all. Came out pretty good. So it's been sitting for about an hour, so I think we're good as far as letting it dry. These pieces look amazing though. This is probably the best part right here. Those pieces look great. I'm very happy with the results. Welcome back, guys. It's officially the next day. I've been taking my time with this, mainly because of the rain and whatnot, but the trim pieces that I repainted are officially on the car, and I'm telling you, I am really upset at myself for not doing this sooner, because this looks literally brand new. Like, you can take a look at it, and I am so amazed with just how everything came out. Mainly the wipers. The cowl looks good. I was a little bit faded. I've seen some worse ones out there, but the wipers just look completely new. And I went ahead and painted these as well. But overall, I am very pleased with how this looks. It really cleans the engine bay up. Like, when you pop the hood, now it's like the attention's not on that anymore, which I didn't even realize that was a thing until I actually put it on, and then I'm like, damn, it makes like the engine bay stand out more. And then we ended up redoing these. If it's not perfect, I wish I would have sanded it a little bit better, but definitely way better than what it was. And kind of to show you the difference, so this trim we're about to replace, and I don't know if you can see that right over here, but that's what this looked like. We didn't bother doing these because we're about to replace these right now.